Hey, yo, what's going down with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, otakus and Hikikomori's out there is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony for 2011, aka Wolverine. Of course, you guys are interested in intros and outros towards this channel. You know, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, all of the good little juicy stuff. And today, we actually had a little bit of funny thing in Pokemon Go. It's funny because I'm not really a big fan like the whole VR pictures, like virtual reality. Even though, granted, I can't really do it because I don't have an iPhone Plus, but I know that they said it was coming to Android. And I think it came out about a few days ago. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Oh, and the microphone might go on and off a few times because, you know, this is an old-ass shitty computer. But I got to work with what I got to work with. So there's that. So it says Pokemon Go Appreciation Day featuring Bidoof. And this comes from, I think her name was Deja. Oh, yeah. Dejan Krovener. I don't know if that's a dude or a chick. I don't know. It sounds like it says Deja to me. And there's a little bit extra Pokemon Go news. This is real old, like, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee news. So I already knew about that whole little, like, hint that they put in there with, like, like, being a master of only one Pokemon, like Pidgey or Bulbasaur or Squirtle or Charizard only or Rhydon only. I saw that about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, but I didn't want to talk about it because I felt like it wasn't important enough. In my own personal opinion. I do like the Let's Go series. It's cool. But I don't know. Other parts of it makes it cringe a little bit. Unfortunately, there's that. Now, hold on one second. I'm just going to read at least a little bit of it. So it says the first Appreciation Day event has begun. And Pokemon Go players across the world will see an increased spawning. I think that's what it is. Spawn rate of the Pokemon Go Generation 4 Pokemon. I had to go a little bit further down. Hopefully it works this time. Hey, like I said before, I'll say it again, the microphone might go on and on. That's why I really get to do like a couple FaceTime or face chat with you guys. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Oh, wow. I'm a lot faster than I thought. That's great. Oh, the new generation Pokemon 4 Bidoof. Okay. And I know a lot of people are saying, I'm just going to get this out the way really quick, but some people are saying, oh yes, the big meme Pokemon Bidoof. I already knew about this years and years ago. Back when memes in 2007, 08 at the time were really like, really brand new and fresh and hip and all that shit. I think it was like during my junior, senior year at the time. I think it was 06 or 07. I didn't even know about them until years later in 2010 because I thought they had a little bit of a different title at that time. And of course, once again, this is when I was in high school. I know I saved a lot of my videos. Not trying to relive those glory days, because not all of them were glory days. Some were alright, and others were kind of shit. And that's just the way life is. Alright, so, let's move on. Come on. Let's go. Hopefully it works. Hoping that it works. If that thing shows up again, I'm going to have to pause the video and do it again. That's going to be a bitch. And I even put my fan, my lamp over here, so that way I got a little bit more extra, like, brightness to the room. I would have did this earlier today, but I already did like that little Spire Reignited thing again. That was like the very last one I'm ever going to do for a long time ever. Unless they showed like the Sorceress or Ripto. Other than that, I probably don't care about anything else in that game besides mainly those two. I do like the rest of the game too. It's cool too. But it hasn't been shown to the rest of the public except for like real professional YouTubers that do like real big like gaming reviews. Especially that Canadian guy, A guy. But I'm not talking about Spire right now. I'm trying to talk about Pokemon. Oh, and yeah. These other two you guys can read on your own. The Viridian Forest thing, and then Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, like, how to become, like, master trainers from Shack News. I'll leave all those links that I didn't read, but you can see them up top here in the description box below. This is SIDENOTE, the Masuda one, I really want to cover. Because it looks freaking really good. Not sure if it's going to work. Come on. No, I'm sorry about a lot of awkward silences. I'll probably just tell you guys which ones to like skip and which ones not to skip during the duration point, so that way it's not as fucking awkward. I wish this thing would go faster. Come on. Let me get a little bit of sip of water, even though I barely talked at all. Alright, I'll be back in a second, guys. Hold on. So then, as I was saying, yeah, so it says Don't even have much extra news to go along with this thing. It was really, really short as fuck, so I thought it was going to be a lot more extra stuff than that, but whatever. So it says, Niantic and Pokemon Go announced that new Appreciation Day events that will last for 24 hours during the game when a specific Pokemon has increased the spawn rates. In addition, we might even see a shiny form, but we'll talk about it later. And this other little tweet says, "You got it, trainers. We're kicking off our first Pokemon Appreciation Day featuring Plump Mouse Pokemon Bidoof. Show us your love for Bidoof by posting your favorite AR photos with the hashtag Bidoof Day." Or Bidoof. Or Bidoof. You know, some people say it like that. We'll share some of our favorites. Pokemon Go app, October 22nd. Now, what is the Pokemon Go Appreciation Day, and what do we know about it? So it says similar to the Community Day event, except the length of event. 24-hour day. Oh, one event only. Okay, so it's only for today, Monday. It looks like these events will be focusing on a not-so-relevant Gen 4 Pokemon. It might be for the other ones, too. I don't know. Who knows? And then I might have a little bit more extra stuff there that's not as important to detail, so there's that. The whole thing with trainers, though, I really don't like when they call them trainers, because, like, I get it, some people want a lot of immersion with the game, especially a lot of casual players. They really, really like that stuff, and I'll get to this in a minute. But, like, for me personally, I would like, just like my boy, shout out my boy as always, freaking Protomari. He calls his, like, a lot of his Pokemon fans Pokemaniacs, like that. Like, let's get on to the news, Pokemon trainers. Guy's really, really funny shit. Plus, he's like 2 years older than I am, but, like, you know what? It's all good under her. We kind of grew up almost in the same era anyways. Except that dude went to the military, so even though he had to see some real crazy fucked up shit. You know, he doesn't do, like, videos about that anymore. I'm not going to bring too much of that shit up either. Because I'm not getting into politics and World War II, World War I, all that fucking shit. Anyways, no offense if any people were serving the military, or if you currently are, and you're watching this from over there, yeah, you know, Godspeed to you. So I know you're probably seeing some real messed up shit now. But, let's get into more positive vibe stuff. Yeah, I like either, like, when he calls himself, like, Pokemaniacs or Pokemon fans. Because if any of you guys remember, like, this older chick, like, I think she's only doing Twitch nowadays, and she's on Twitter. I occasionally follow her, like, Tamashi Hiroka. I know I did a video on her almost, like, 2.5 years ago, I think, give or take. Going on 3 years, once 2019 gets here. And, I used to like it when, like, Pokemon people, like, they're fans of the franchise. I like the term better Pokemon fans. Pokemaniacs. You know, that sounds a little bit better than Pokemon trainers. It's like, okay, trainers. It sounds really cheesy and fucking cringy to me and stuff. I get it, it's more for, like, the more younger audience of the Pokemon series that are just barely, like, dipping their toes and dipping their feet into, like, the waters of the franchise. If they started maybe with, like, Generation 5, 6, maybe 7, just, like, about 2 years ago with Sun and Moon. But, I don't know. That's, like, a term I really don't like trainers that much. It just makes you feel like a really cheesy casual fucking player that really doesn't know what Pokemon's about. You just play a lot of the side games. You never play, like, any of the core main series games. It's my little, like, rant tidbit on that shit. Anyways, I know this wasn't the picture that I wanted to show you guys, but I don't know if this was leaked from Zed Charles, but I found another one on here. I had to take a picture myself because I couldn't find it anywhere, but it was in Spanish. It was in Espanol and all that, but I was way too lazy to translate it, so there's that. It was like a little fake version right there. I know you guys completely can't see my face, but you can check that shit out. It's pretty freaking crazy, man. I mean, they almost got the whole thing right except for the moon part right here. Many people see the moon. That one looks super fake as fuck. This whole area here looks convincing except for the moon in the background. Just, I'm not feeling it. So I know that was classified as fake and plastic, so. This one might be a real one, though. I just found about it about an hour ago before I started doing this video. So I started preparing for it and shit. It looks very convincing, but it might be fake. I know a lot of people want the Halloween event thing to happen. That'd be really, really cool as fuck because I never got the chance to get Shiny Sableye or Shiny Shuppet, even though, granted, whenever I go to the gym. Speaking of which, you see me in my Kia glasses again because when I did that whole, like, other rant about Philip Muniz trying to return back to YouTube, I couldn't find it nowhere, and I was, like, on this side using the phone instead of this. Yeah, so there's that. There were they were under a bunch of towels. That's what I meant to say. That's where these were. Alright, so, Pokemon Appreciation Day. This one's from PokemonGoHub.net. You guys can read this one on your own if you want to. not gonna like bother reading it at all because, you know, a lot of people already know. Most of you guys might even get your information exactly from Pokemon Go Direct. And I already had to close the other one from IGN. This one's from Shack News right here, though. So if you challenge only one person that's only a professional, like any of the NPCs out there, the ones that are non-playable characters, the ones that they want to challenge you into a certain Pokemon that they want you to fight with, then you know that they're going to be very fucking extremely professional. Yeah, so there's this article right here. You guys can read it yourself. Let me get into meat and potatoes of this, though. Let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee, because I really, really want to read this for the longest time. I don't have to, like, squirmish through anything or scroll through the sidebar, so I could just give it to you point blank, period. It's from GoNintendo.com. I think I only read from like one time ever before. So this is like literally the second time out of the 8 years I've had this channel, like, I ever read from it. I'm gonna get my drink in right there. And actually, I'm gonna like exit out of this one since you guys already seen that one already. Once again, sorry for the fucking awkward silence, my friends. At least you can read the top right here. It says Masuda explains with rivals and Pokemon games are why Pokemon. You should say like why rivals and Pokemon Go games are jerks. Aren't jerks. So at least there's that. Hold on one second, guys. Alright, so it goes on to say, so shout out to the person right here, Raw Meat Cowboy. I think he was the one that made this arc. I don't know if it was him or not. Hopefully this is like some real news and not, you know, plastic BS news. It's gotta be real. Because I think Gamersplain's channel talked about it on YouTube a couple like hours ago too. It says, remember when your rivals in the Pokemon games used to be jerks? These days, those days have come and gone. With rivals of Pokemon games nowadays are coming across a lot more friendlier. Excuse me. Ever wonder why this change was made? Pokemon Masuda, I should say CEO. Pokemon's Masuda shared the following with GameSpot. This is coming from the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the freaking Arceus god himself, Mr. Masuda, not the one that created Pokemon, but took over it after the original dude, Satoshi Tajiri, resigned from it. I think he's still around, though. So it says, I think the bigger reason that rivals were more of a jerk in the earlier days is that we were limited to what we could express in the pixel graphics. There's not much you can do with that kind of little sprite and screen, so we worked harder to characterize them through dialogue and give them certain personalities. Also because it's just a dialogue, that there's no way, there's not a whole lot going on in the screen. It doesn't give a harsh impression if they're even if they're jerks, I think. Now we have an HD graphics and the visuals are are much more impressive. If you also made him a jerk, then the impressions would be a lot stronger on the players. Another thing, just my own personal take on it, is that it feels that people with those kind of personalities these days are just not as accepted by players that they were back then. That explains a lot of stuff. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I'm going to cut the video like outro short. I will say this, a lot of people will get bullied and all stuff, because I remember when I was a 90s kid, I used to get bullied a few times for liking Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time in elementary school. And it was a big fucking pill to fucking goddamn swallow. It was not fun at all. Even in the hypeness of the Pokemon Go like franchises at the time, not Pokemon Go, but just the original core main series of that and trading cards. Some people liked them, some others didn't. They hated them. And unfortunately, in the two middle schools, elementary schools I went to sucked, but I think it was 5th grade or 6th grade at the time. Those parts of elementary school was a lot more easier for me at the time to express my love for Pokemon. There was a lot more people that loved it than they did hate it. You know, I can see where the dude's coming from. I do like the more edgier, badass, like, asshole-ish type of rivals, like, not gold, but silver was the best one, I'm just saying. That's all I have to say for now, and I'm done here. Links in the description box down below, and I'm out. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and Hikikomori out there. I'll see you when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at in the universe out there. No drinks my way at the same time, just being reckless. Take it easy, take care, I'm out. Late, I'm gone, goodbye. I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned for future content channel. Laters, I'm out of here, and goodbye. Later.